Yeah, we're back. 3 hours ago we started the boiler. Come over here. And this has been on for about 2.5 hours. This pot is quite small. It's not your traditional big ass pot, but this is good for a family of 4 to 6. I put all the meat in and filled it with water, boiled it or brought it to a boil with carrots and onions and garlic, and then let it simmer for an hour. And then what I did was I left the lid on like that, still allowing for it to release a bit of the steam. What happens then? There was a little bit of reduction, so you had to add more liquid. What I did was I used a litre of this ready stock, added this to the mix, and then topped it up with more water. When I did that, I also added a packet of this, which is basically what the Asians use in their broths, and this adds a little bit more extra flavour. And then I put the lid back on and continued the process for the next hour. So yeah, it's been on for roughly 2.5 hours. What I'm going to do is finish it, because as you can see, the pork belly and the meat is quite tender, kind of dismounting, and it's pretty much ready to rock and roll. So you can eat that now, but what we're going to do is going to add the rest of the ingredients to the boiler. Okay, so come over here. What I have over here is some potatoes and kumaras. All I've done is just roughly chopped it, dice, not too big and not too small, and that should take roughly in that pot about 10 to 12 minutes to cook. You don't want to add this too early in the boiling process, only because the veggies end up mushy. Over here I also have corn. Corn's in season right now, so get you some. Just run your knife down here. This is just an added extra. You can add anything to a boil up, obviously, but I like to have a bit of corn because pork, bacon, and corn go real well together, and it's just one of those marriages made in heaven. So I'm just going to take off the kernels. I'll do the rest. And over here we have the gnocchi. Lots of people have been saying, oh, I didn't know you could use it. Well, it is a doughboy. And you add that pretty much 5 minutes from serving. What happens that you add that where you last, really, and it expands and becomes a nice little doughboy. Over here we have silver beet. Let's roughly chop it. Silver beet can take a bit of a pounding in the cooking process, so you can add a bit like some females out there, they can take a bit of a pounding. So you can add that to the mix now, and what I'm going to do is tip this out, chuck this in here, get the silver beet, because the silver beet will take roughly the same time as the actual root veg. To chuck that in there, give it a bit of a stir, push that in, mix it in. Lovely. Don't mind the fobbiness. It is what it is. There you go. Put the silver beet in there. The root veg is in there as well. Looking good. Looking good. On this side, come over here. I have the savoy cabbage. I'm only going to use half of it. Okay. Let's roughly chop it. This is not as you don't have to cook this as long as normal New Zealand cabbage, because like silver beet, this is quite a soft vegetable. So that's in there. I'll bring this whole thing over there actually. Boom. In goes the corn. Don't worry about making a mess, it's all good in the hood. Boom. This is what everyone's been waiting for. Boom. Watercress from the flea market or from your local lake, stream, whatever. Plenty of it. Chuck that in there. And then what I'm going to do is break off some bok choy in there as well. So break that off there. This is Chinese cabbage and quite peppery. Tasty. Lovely. You can eat it raw. Fantastic. Make sure there's no bugs in it as well. Give these a bit of a clean. And all we're going to do is push it in slowly and mix it in. It's still on a slow simmer. So in about 20 minutes, this is ready for serving really. So in 20 minutes, I will show you how to plate it up. Nothing special on the plating, this in the tasting piece.